Hello everybody, how you doing? And I say amen to that video, amen? That I am richly and abundantly blessed with everything that I need from God. Because we know that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not. Because I have everything I need, I then don't need anything else. And I stand before you today as a 3 foot 3 inch tall guy. Short guys are cool. And I want to tell you though, I have everything I need. And by the end of this little session, you might actually be jealous of a man without arms and legs. People come up to me and say, Nick, how come you smile so much? I go, because I got Jesus. And Jesus is more than enough. And this is what tonight's about, is that Jesus gave a man without arms and legs a chance to be with him in eternity. That my life here on earth, being temporary, has purpose. I want to tell you, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Nick Vujicic and I'm from Australia. I know I've got a very attractive accent. I'm trying to keep that. I'm now a Southern Californian boy. And I'm learning sign language because I got to do the peace sign, brother. Hey. Now, just imagine my life. I was born without arms and legs, and there is no medical reason why this had happened. And, many people ask me what happened. I love to have a little bit of fun here and there. And, this little kid asked me, what happened? I said, how babies like to eat their hands and feet sometimes? I took it a little bit too far. No, what I really told him, I said, he goes, what happened? I go up to him and go, cigarettes. And I love freaking people out, man, seriously. God's given me a ministry where I go around the world. I've spoken, by the grace of God, to 2 million people across the world, 14 countries this year. Been invited by governments of Colombia, Egypt, Liberia. Just unbelievable things. And sort of can fit through cracks that other people can't fit through. Only need a little foot just to get into that door, sort of thing. And if I preach in a place where I'm not allowed, what are they going to do? Handcuff me anyway? Talk about Indonesia. The DVDs that we have was black marketed across Indonesia. And my Indonesian coordinator, you probably pass to know who he is, from Surabaya. And he goes, Nick, I am so sorry. Our people, they don't understand copyright. They're copyright, right to copy, right to copy. And I thank God for these black marketed DVDs, because that's the largest Muslim nation in the world, and I was able to preach the gospel in places never preached before. And let me just tell you a really cool story, and then I'll tell you why I told it. I've never shared this story in public before, and it's a big story. Try to condense it as much as I can. In 2004, there was a girl in Indonesia. Her name was Esther, and Esther was in a poorer part of Indonesia. Her family was all that she had. She had no job. It's very difficult to get a job in Indonesia. Her parents separated, and she felt like her world crumbled to nothing. She felt alone, and she didn't even want to be home because it wasn't a home anymore. She went to church that last time, she thought, and the pastor showed a black marketed DVD of my testimony. And she said, God, thank you. What happened was, I was in Indonesia in 2005, and because of that DVD, she didn't end up making that the last day of her life, if you know what I mean. She was committed. This is it, God. My last day at church, saw the DVD. 2005 comes. I go to Indonesia for 9 days straight, speak to 120,000 people in 36 engagements. I know I run so fast to leave my legs behind. Our plans changed. We had on average about 4 to 5 engagements a day, and we stopped in this Chinese restaurant. And lo and behold, the restaurant stops. Now, it's not just because I'm so good looking, but the restaurant stops because this girl works at this restaurant. And she looked at me and started bawling her eyes out. And I said, just come with me, let's go to this VIP room. We had a VIP room. I had about 7 people with me, Indonesian pastors who really didn't understand English and stuff. And it was really cool. She just shared that part of her story. And she goes, Nick, I want to learn English and I want to go and help people and I want to go to Bible college. She goes, but it's so hard to go to Bible college. I have no money. I traveled 8 hours away from home to come and be at this job where she lives in the restaurant, sleeps on the concrete floor, lives on about $2 American a day. Okay? She goes, I don't know what to do. I said, okay, let me just, I'm emotional.